So Anthony Edwards, many people say he's the face, like he is the now young new first face of the league.
I wonder about that.
And he's your favorite player's favorite player. You know, he's the older vets there. He's the guy they look at. He's tough. He talks smack. He's himself. He's authentic. And so over the weekend, All-Star Weekend, he was asked, hey, man, you got the swag. You got this. You know, could you be the face of the league? Here's what he had to say.
Do you consider yourself the top candidate to be the next face of the league?
No, not really.
Why?
That's what they got. That's what they got Wemby for.
That's what they got Wemby for. And he went on to say, no,
He said what? Wemby?
Yeah. Everyone does know that it's Wemby. Dun, 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 dun.
Everyone knows it's Wemby.
Hey. He went on to say, this is the worst segment / best segment ever. He went on to say he's capable. Because they said, man, you got the bag, you got the swag. And he said, I got all of that. I'm capable. I just, he's like, I don't know. I just don't want that. I just want to play ball. I just want to hoop was his point. So the conversation is, the NBA, we know LeBron, at some point he's going to move on. Steph's going to move on. KD's going to move on. Kind of the old brigade is going to move on. Chris Paul, all those guys. So who is going to be the next face? And is it their responsibility to accept that mantle? So if everybody's saying it's Anthony Edwards, should it be Anthony Edwards? And what I heard right there, Rob, was I like the commercials. He's got the Adidas commercials. He had the I love the Christmas Sprite commercials he had. Those were great as well. But I think he doesn't want the responsibility that comes with it from a being out of the public eye for negative things. He's had some, if you know his story, he's had some things out there, some ladies who have claimed
got a lot of issues.
Yeah, who've claimed some things and accused him of some things and put out some Snapchats and text messages and all that. I think he knows I don't want to be the government politician official perfect guy like a LeBron, right? Or Steph. I got the beautiful family.
Well, I got news for him.
Yeah.
You don't get the pick, and I don't think he has anything to worry about. I think that was all premature. I get it last year. It made for a good story because, oh, my God, they beat the Nuggets, and that was a shock, and they wound up getting – people thought they would remember that when they who'd they play? They played –
the Mavs?
The Mavs.
Yeah.
And everybody was ready to crown them. And they
looked great against them.
Right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, right, they didn't work out, and he didn't play that as well, and the team didn't play as well. And that'll just happen. It ain't something where somebody in some office is saying, hey, you're the next guy. And it could be Wemby. It really could be. But I remember when before Shaq started making the playoffs. You remember the first couple of years in Orlando, they didn't make the playoffs. It's hard to be the face of the league when the playoffs are going on and you're not in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he has anything to worry about as far as being that guy because it'll happen where they see you have all the qualities and they'll try to push you to the front, try to feature you on some stuff that would make you and put you in that thing. But it's not like you got to raise your hand,
right?
Or if you're doing stuff that is not becoming to the league, or it just won't happen.
I think what we're looking at, I think Anthony Edwards will be not as influential, but the Allen Iverson version of most popular.
I don't even
in
think
NBA.
he's the same as he was just a year ago. I think last year with that playoff run, people were all about him. This year, the team's not as good, right? Cat's not there. It doesn't feel the same to me.
I agree with that, but he's only him being 3 or 4. I think that.
But I'm just saying
he's heading still towards this.
But last year should have been a building step because Cat's not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. This was your year to be the guy, and everybody wants to give it to him because he's the one guy who will say something.
Yeah,
he's the one guy who will be funny.
Every night.
He plays defense. He says, "I want to play every night. Screw that load management. I want to ball. I want to play."
That, right?
He talks smack to the players, but he also has enough respect. He's arrogant without being cocky. He's confident. He's the whole package. Obviously, he's got the same build as a Jordan, a Kobe. That whole 6'5", 6'6". He's got that thing in that regard. But I feel like he's a little bit more Iverson, maybe a little more rough around the edges that, the league would like, maybe a little more baggage outside of the actual game that comes with it. And I think Wemby, because you saw Wemby mad at the All-Star game that his team lost. He cares. Wemby, obviously literally a freak of nature, how tall he is and how his game play. I can see him being more the statesman and more of the, Steph Curry, a little more polished, if you will. Obviously, he speaks French and English as a second language, but I could see that being the case where Wemby's that guy and Ant Edwards is your sort of an Allen Iverson guy. I'm real, I'm raw, I'm me, I'm authentic, I'm a cuz, I don't care, I am what I am. And people
I think
flock
people
to
had
that.
high hopes for Ant. You know what I mean? After last year. And
Why you keep ending it?
it
ain't over.
You think it's the same as it was?
No, I'm
Because
saying
it should have had you build off of that.
I agree, but I'm saying he's so young that
I get it, but other guys are coming. Like, I'm just saying, like, Wemby's getting better. His team is getting better. Like, now that they have from the Kings.
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like now that team could be good again, not bad. If Wemby's not in the playoffs like last year, it's hard for you to be the face of anything.
That's
all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I look at it like Jordan, though. Jordan came in the league. It was Bird's league, Magic's league, Zeke, Dr. J was still there, Kareem was still there. And he was just one of, that's the one young dude that can score. And as he kept getting better, kept winning, kept getting the highlights, kept finding his, footing in the league, then he became that guy. And that's what I'm saying.
The only thing I'll disagree
I'm not
with,
saying he's Jordan, but what I mean is he's got time. Meaning
But I'll disagree with this with the Jordan thing.
Yeah.
That's why they froze him out at the All-Star game, because of as much attention, even though those guys were there. There was a resentment already, is what I'm saying.
He was coming in torching the league 28 a game.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Rookie, come in here and lighten us up.
Like Michael Jordan, for them not to want to pass the ball to him at the All-Star game, because they felt the league was already, you know what I mean? Like he was his airness. I know.
Mike was Mike. But you get what I mean? Where eventually
feel great
it became
that I
his
covered
league.
the NBA when I was a beat writer and sitting, off in the press row watching him play. For real. That's one of the joys of my career.
I never got to see him play in person. He's just one of those, one of those, darn, I wish it's like I never got to see Michael Jackson perform before he passed, that kind of thing, to see greatness in person. But the question, is it your responsibility as a young up-and-comer? Is it earned or is it given, Rob? That's the question.